question is, what about when it comes to vessels, when it comes to kelim? Meaning, the actual source for Boneh and for building is house, tent, structure related. And we even saw last week that if you have an existing building and you add to it, which is called Mosifin al Binyan, you violate a d'oraisa every time you do that. So once you have a house and you make that house even better, you continue to violate. So for example, if you were to have, here's a room, right? And now, you know what? I'm going to put blinds right there. Well, blinds are permanently drilled into the existing structure of a house. That would be a biblical prohibition. That would be a d'oraisa boneh, even though I already have a house, right? Which is very different, let's say, than cooking, right? Once I've cooked, it's cooked. So you aim bishul har bishul. There's no cooking after cooking. It's cooked. So certain malachos, right? Boneh is not a finite malacha. There's no like end game by boneh. You can always add more. You can always build more. You can always improve more, which is good for Home Depot because that's what they can make more money, right? If you just build a house and you're done, then Home Depot wouldn't do so well. But people are always doing more and constructing more and redoing and adding. It's the same idea. That's a good analogy. So that's I think the idea behind it. So what we need to understand is how far, where does that end, and what we're going to get into over the next little while is if I have a classic example, if I'm recreating a new kli, is that also considered part of Boneh? Usually it's a pretty hot, contested topic. Mm-hmm. But before we can see this and become knowledgeable, we need to kind of first see a few more koros first. So give me a second here to open it up. I don't know why this is, but my SkyDrive, for whatever reason, when I open up this file, it flashes. It doesn't appear what's on the screen. I'm not quite sure why. Only this file, which is very unfortunate because the file I use a lot, because it's my...
I don't have this anymore.
What do you mean?
The screen cracked.
Already?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
You had it for like a day?
I had it for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh
No,
goodness.
I know. I mean, my dad had it for a little while, and he sort of passed it on to me.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Was it fixable?
Well, the thing is, they usually cover that, but we got it at Best Buy, so they don't cover it from Best Buy.
Oh man, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. So, there we go. Boneh, I need share 3. There's share 1. I think that I found it. All right. So let's take a look together. So source number 1. He comes along the Shulchan Aruch and says flat out, what? Ain. Read the next word. Ain. Stop. Right away the Shulchan Aruch says there's no binyan stira b'kei. Now remember, stira is the twin brother of Boneh, right? Meaning destroying. We saw also a couple weeks ago that when you do destroying, it has to be productive. It has to be constructive. If it's just, I don't know why someone would do this, but if I want to punch a hole in the wall, that would not be a biblical prohibition. That would be called, you could be the Rabbanan, you're mazik, you owe someone money, right? But you would not be put to death for such a behavior. You might be a good therapist for anger management, right? That's also possible.
Yeah, but if it's minagat makom, like here,
Right. You're saying if it's like a...
it's part of everyday life.
Part of everyday life. Yeah. No, that would definitely be a different mindset. But in all seriousness, if you the binyan and stira are the opposites. So it has to be. So what would be an example of a construction stira? Something associated constructively is a
like demolishing a house to build a new house.
Okay. Or I want to demolish that area to put in a window.
Right.
There's no light. It's dark. Or I want a window. So I punch out that area, and now I have a window. Light comes in. Well, that's constructive. That's productive, and therefore that would be a biblical prohibition. That'd be the right thing to do. Okay. So right away the Shulchan Aruch, however, tells us, Ein binyan ustira b'kelim. So again, what does that seem to imply? That implies, there's no such thing as binyan ustira b'kelim. That's great. So there's nothing to talk about, right? Okay, we can go home.
How does it define kelim?
Okay, very good. What's a kli? So let's read on. What does Vav Hey Mem stand for? The Hanei Bili, referring to She'eno binyan mamish kekon chavit. When do I say that there's no binyan ustira b'kelim? But it's not a real building. I'm not building. Rather, what would be an example? A chavis, a chavit. What's a chavit? A
barrel.
A barrel. So I got to think. Okay, so now I'm making distinction between a barrel and a building. Let's go on. She'ena machzekes arbim sa'ah. So if I have a barrel, there's a garbage can that does not hold 40 sa'ah. There's nobody that holds 40 sa'ah, right? This mikvah. That barrel is not considered a building. So we see if it's a larger barrel, it could be a structure. Maybe because a person is ro'oi to live in it. That's the idea of mikvah. You're ro'oi to live in it. Size. So a person can fit there. Shenishbara. So let's say I have a barrel and the barrel smashes. Picture your old wooden barrels filled with olive oil, filled with wine, it smashes. Okay? V'dibek shivreha b'zefes. And I put all the pieces of this barrel together using zefes, using tar. Good. Yachol l'shabra likach masha v'socha. I have a barrel filled with wine. I have a barrel filled with oil. And it's Shabbos Kodesh. I want some wine. I want some oil. I want oil to dip my pita in, to dip my food in, my vegetables in for salad dressing. I want wine. I want my kiddush. I have a barrel. What does he say? I can take it. I can smash it.
I'm assuming not to pieces, because then you would lose.
Okay. Right. Okay, so very good. This is an important question. Well, wait a second. Why is he telling me? What type of barrel is this? Is this a good barrel or not a good barrel?
One that you seal.
How have I sealed? Look at this barrel. This barrel has been this is a reconstituted barrel. This is a refurbished barrel. Why refurbished barrel? Right? He's saying that if I have a barrel that was broken apart and then put together using zephyrs, put together using tar, put together using some glue of some sort, and now that I have a subpar barrel, a refurbished barrel, right? If I want to have the content of that barrel, what must I do? Says the Shulchan Aruch, what can I do? I can smash it. Now you're right. Think about it. How are you going to smash it and get its contents out? I don't know, it's so easy to do. So let's read on. Yachol l'shabri, let's just smash it. L'kach masha b'tocha. Now, the Shulchan says, Ubilvad shelo yichaven lenakva nakev yafeh. Shiel petach. And, stipulation. The stipulation is you can't open it, so there'll be a petach, an opening. What's going on here? What do you mean? What's an opening? Why can't we make an opening on Shabbos?
You're making a vessel. You're making
Okay, hold on. Right? So we see here a few things. Why are we focusing on a subpar barrel? 2, I can remove the content of this item on condition, the stipulation they're not making a good opening. The imkim havele metaken mana. Shlomo says, do you know why you're not allowed to make an opening? Because it's tikkun mana, which is probably similar to tikkun mana is like makah b'patish, okay, something new. So we have to understand. I have to understand that. Aval im hi shalema. But if I have a real barrel, brand new barrel, it's shalema, right? Asur l'shavra, I can smash it. Afilu b'inyan she'eno asa kli. Even if I smash it in a way that I'm not creating a kli, I'm still not allowed to smash it. Why? Why does it matter? Afilu nekev ba'ama asur nakev b'chadash. I can't even make an opening in this barrel, a new opening in this barrel. Afilu yesh ba nekev chadash ilo archiv asur. If it has an opening, I'd be forbidden to open the opening even wider. Wow, so this Shulchan Aruch is loaded with a lot of things that are quite important. Okay, to also this opening. Right? Why is he telling me that? Even if I can do it in a way that I'm not creating a new kli, why does it matter? There's no binyan stir b'kelim. So what's the problem? What am I doing? Creating a new kli? Is that boneh? Is it not boneh? What might it be? If I'm creating a new kli, maybe it's not boneh. Maybe it's makav b'patish, right? Makav b'patish is the final blow to the hammer, the finishing of a kli. Okay, let's read on. Let's read the Ramah. L'bilvad sheet kaven lakach v'im haya sakin takua me'erev Shabbos b'chavis. Let's say I have a knife that's already embedded inside my chavis, inside my bira. Now, why would I? So I now have a picture of this for a second. I have a here's my barrel, and what do? I have a knife that before Shabbos I put right here. Now, is anything going to fall out? No, because it's being stopped by my knife. But I'd be like to pull out that knife on Shabbos, and now the oil or the wine will drip out. Can I do that? That's what he's talking about here. What does he say? Mutter lahotzio. Yeah, I'd like to put it back in and out. Because basically, what's that like?
It's a cork.
It's a cork. Very good. It's a cork. So if I have a cork, I'd be allowed to pop out the cork and put the cork back in. We all know when you have a bottle, you put a cork in, you're not expanding that opening, right? That's not going to happen, right? Same idea. But instead of a cork, have your knife. Not this was, I guess, totally sealed. So you jab in a knife before. A little primitive, but okay. And continues. ודווקא כשהוציא גם כן פעם אחת מבעוד יום, אבל אם לא הוציא מבעוד יום, אסור דהבי פסיק רישא דוסי נקב ודו. Okay, I don't want to, that's a different issue which I don't want to talk about. Okay, so we need to understand what exactly is going on here. What are the issues? What are the challenges that we kind of need to be aware of so that we can analyze things that we do in our life with this Siman and Shulchan Aruch, what we can do, what we can't do, and what might be some of the challenges. Okay, here is classic case number 3. Source number 2, sorry. In misalkin et trusting beyondov. You're not allowed to be misalik the trusting. What are trusting? That's actually a Hebrew word. Trusting are Shutters, thank you. Shutters, blinds, that's what they're called. So I'd be misalik to trusting. What else is fine? Gemara continues. Dilma lohi ad kano ka'amri bet Hillel hacha ela mishum de ein binyan ustir b'kelim. Ein binyan b'kelim, ein ustir b'kelim. We're going to hold like bet Hillel. And why you allowed to put them back? So these are shutters which are actually not part of the house. They're like separate. And he says by putting them up, not quite like our shutters, it's not connected to the house. It's connected to its own thing. And therefore, it's not a problem because what you're recreating already existed before, and they're just being placed there. So Hillel says it's not a problem to do on Shabbos. The third case is the following: Ein zokfin et menorah. Okay, zokfin. It's a strange word. Zokfin et menorah literally means what's zokef kfufim? What's a zokef kfufim? If you're kafuf, what is that?
It's not blind, is it?
If you're kafuf, what are you? If you're kafuf, you are
Blind.
no kafuf. Zokef kafuf, not
Fixes the broken or the
no fixes the.
sick, broken.
So if you're kafuf, you're bent over, and zokef kufim as you are, the bracha is that Hashem is
straightening.
a person who stands bent over now becomes erect, now becomes straight, right? So that's the bracha. Zokef kufim. So in zokfin at the menorah, you have a menorah that's bent over, now you want to straighten it out. What's that referring to? Then you have a menorah that's kind of got bent out of shape, and now you want to kind of like fix it in some sort. So says the Gemara, my kadli, what is that you do? Amar of Chinina bar Bisna, hacha b'menorah shel cholyot askinan. We're talking about a menorah that has pieces. The mechazik kiboneh. It's like you're doing boneh. The Bet Shammai omrim yesh b'nei b'kelim. U'beisilu savrei ein b'nei b'kelim v'intzir b'kelim. Here we go. The Gemara says you're not allowed to. So what exactly are we doing with this menorah? What are we being zokeh for this menorah? So the Gemara is very bothered. What's wrong with it? If it's just bent over, why can't you lift it up? Like, well, why is that a problem at all? Right? That shouldn't be usher to do. Why can't you bend? Right? You ever bent a fork on Shabbos? Why can't you? Right? Your kugel was too hard. You over crisped the kugel, right? So you put your fork in, got bent a little bit out of place. Want to bend that? Is that really such a problem? You're taking a kli that kind of is usable and making it just better. It doesn't appear to be a problem. So the Gemara says, no. Menorah shechuga. It's a piece of menorah. Not that it got bent over. Literally, the pieces fell off. So to put it back together is a problem. Why is it a problem? Beis Hillel says, yesh binyan bekelim.
Wasn't the menorah made out of one piece?
Okay, so we're not talking about Beis Midrash. This is Gemara time. This is the menorah in Shul, the menorah in whatever it was, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you're assembling menorah. Is basically what he's saying. So why can't you assemble menorah? That Shammai holds. It is Boneh. Look at Rashi 4. Very important. Yesh Torah binyan uboneh chayv b'koshehu. So if you do any type of binyan at all, remember what Greenberg said before. If I have a building, if you hold that there's binyan b'kelim, if I already have a building and I'm adding to a building, I transgress the Isser of Boneh because you're mosif al binyan. You're adding to a building. You have a house, you go to Home Depot, you add to that house, it's an Isser D'Oraisa. If you say to me, which is the next Rashi, Ein Torah's binyan b'kelim? No. Binyan is not shach b'kelim. The Eino chayav ela im kein asa bo malacha. If I have a menorah and I don't do a malacha to it, I didn't do anything wrong. Again, if I have a full-fledged menorah and we hold Ein binyan b'kelim, I can't make it better, kli, because once I have a kli, it's a kli. It's not Home Depot. Meaning, the only thing that I can improve is my house. And anytime I improve my house, I transgress a biblical prohibition. If I improve on an existing kli, I'm not doing anything. If I'm doing what? This is what he says here, Rashi. If I'm erasing something, or machatech, or I'm cutting something, or I'm sewing something, then I'm improving a kli. But by improving the kli is a malacha, then that's what's aser. Okay?
Part of it is the nature of the kli is to be bent and.
But for sure, okay, that's for sure gonna be okay, even for everybody. Cause that's like a door that we just got, right? Opening and closing a door. You're not gonna tell me that now I'm building a wall. Can I close the door? I'm not building a wall. I'm closing a door, right? The fact that there's a gap and now I close that gap, you cannot build the door, right? It's not made that way. This is clear, and these are our battlegrounds. I want to, again, to go over. Like Shammai holds, there is binyan is stir b'kelim. But Hillel says there isn't. I'm going to have menorah. If I have menorah and I'm rebuilding menorah, according to Beit Hillel, it has nothing to do with binyan at all. According to Beit Hillel, it is. So, the only time I can have boneh is by a physical structure. See what this was? Well, I got to drive this point home. Again, according to Beit Hillel, the only time I could have boneh is if I have a physical structure, buildings, tents, v'chulei. Okay, look at 5, please. Hamisatet. We touched on this last time. What is a misatet? A misatet is somebody who comes and he carves out of a brick, right? So much word for a guy who carves out of a brick.
Stonemason?
Stonemason. Tell us, little cat. You knew that right away. Little cat. They do. They do at lunch. Lunchtime. Let's go. Be a carving stonemason. Loved it. Okay. Misate mishum mechayev. Guy who's a stonemason. What do you transgress? It's like, okay, what are you doing wrong? You for sure think it's like wrong. What are you doing wrong? Right? Come on, Gemara. Rav Amar Boneh. Shmuel says Makah b'patish. One guy says Boneh. Some type of structural thing that you're improving. Makah b'patish. He holds that you're improving something. Okay, it's unclear exactly what he's doing. So let's move on for now. Ose nekev belushal tarnagola. You make a nekev. You make a hole. It would be very important to understand the opinion of Rav. So again, Rav holds that just by stone graving, you're doing boneh. Strange. Well, why by boneh? By carving the stone. 2, I'm puncturing a hole in a chicken coop. says Rav, Boneh. Shmuel says, Makeh b'patish. Why? Isn't a chicken coop a kli? It's not a building. You don't put chicken in like a room like this. Nice catch, right? You put chicken in a coop. How big is a coop? Obviously less than 40 sah. That's what the Gemara says. Still strange. You have to understand the opinion of Rabbi. Shmuel holds Makeh b'patish. No, you're improving a kli. You're finishing a kli. Why? Because what's the problem? You don't have a hole in your chicken coop.
Chickens don't breathe.
They don't breathe. They're gonna die. They're smelly, stinky, right? So there's really air in there. Next case, the Gemara lists a whole bunch of them. Shufta the kufina demara. A shufra de kafina demara is some type of shovel that you put back together. Some type of, pickaxe or whatever it is. I don't even know. Rav says you put it back together. Boneh. Shmuel says Makeh b'patish. Again, we have to. What's going on here? Remember, Rav and Shmuel are coming after the Shema Bet Hillel. So what's going on? Hasn't the halacha been established? Behold, Bet Hillel, ein binyan istur b'kelim. How can Rav come along and say you fix a chicken coop, you put a shovel together? What boneh is there? Ein binyan istur b'kelim. What's going on? You ever hear the problem? This is a problem. This is what keeps the Rishonim up at night. How do you understand this Gemara? How can Rav open his mouth and hold like Beit Shammai? Shammai's been rejected. Ain't being a kelim. It's carte blanche. It's a done deal. What's going on here? So the stonemason, the chicken coop, the pickaxe, the hammer, whatever it is. Okay. Utzricha. Why do you know these cases? De'i ashmu inan kamaita b'hahi kamarav mishun derech binyan bekach v'ose naku b'losho tarnagolet de'ein derech binyan bekach ema model elishmo. Anyone wanna? So the Gemara asks a question. Why do you know all these three cases? Anyone understand what the Gemara is saying here? This the first Utzricha. What's the kamaita case? The kamaita case is. What's the first case? The first case is the stonemason. Okay. So what is the Gemara saying? If I only would have had the first case, and that's what?
That's what determined what.
That's what determined derech binyan is. What might I think?
In the third case, he would like Shmuel, or he'd agree to Shmuel.
He would agree to Shmuel by a naku shel tarnagolet. So that is considered what? Makeh b'patish, not boneh. Why would he say that? Because by popping a hole in a chicken coop,
you're keeping it alive.
I'm not building anything. It's not derech binyan bekach. It's not classic building. It's called popping a hole in a chicken coop. It's not classic building. And just know he holds with both are binyan. Okay, good. Let's continue. And we're continuing the Gemara. Baha kamarav. Yeshum dama the binyan. The avidite la avira. Well, if you just had the chicken coop case, you'd say, no, that's boneh. Why is that boneh? Because you are producing avira. You're producing air. You're building a window. Oh, building a window. There, that's boneh. Making a stonemason. That's not boneh. That's chiseling. No, they're both chayav for boneh. Next, avoshufta de kufna demara. What about the shovel there? That's not binyan bekach. Maybe he would agree. To Shmuel, the answer is no. He wouldn't. He still holds that's boneh, which is the strangest case of them all, in my opinion. What am I being boneh? What am I building? I'm building a pickaxe. I'm building a shovel. Well, it's that boneh. Okay. Okay. The Gemara is basically trying to say, bad news to the Jews. All three, you're chayav for boneh. What is going on here? How could Rav not hold like Beit Hillel? I'm going to send a question. I'm going to repeat. Beit Hillel says, Chad v'chalak, ein binyan isur b'kelim. We all know. We hold like Beit Hillel. That's a done deal. How can Rav, a couple hundred years later, say, putting together a shovel? That is putting together a shovel? Boneh. Popping a chicken coop? Boneh. A stonemason? How in the world is that possible? How is it possible? That is the issue that we need to understand. And with that, it's going to make everybody now fighting and jostling for positions and solutions. What's going on? How do we understand? Okay? Everyone with me?
Yeah.
Okay, now here we go. Now we're going to start fighting. Let's start. 6. Amarava. Haiman da avid chavita. If a person makes a barrel on Shabbos, what do you chayav? Sheva chatos. You did 7 transgressions. Basically, you'll never get a shidduch. That's terrible. What are the 7 things? Oh, the tanura. If you make an oven, you chayav for 8 chatos. Now, forget it. Now you won't even get Lian Shul, right? That's 8 things. Amar Abaye, Haiman da Avid Chalta, Chayav Achat Asar, Chayav Achat Asara Chatos. So what's in a Chalta? So Chalta, Rashi says, is a fancy basket of some sort. Which, I don't know what that means, but it's a basket, whatever it is. Okay. Michite Lefume, then you're Chayav 13. Again, some type of other.
I hate to interrupt you, but they just made an announcement that someone's parked in front of the trash bins in the back.
Oh, okay. No, it's not me.
Trying to clear. So
Oh, wow.
Park near the trash bins. I'll see if it was me.
they announced the license plate.
How'd you hear it?
It's very loud.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. No, that's important. Garbage, like the most. After I moved, like garbage, like the most important thing in the world. Like how you will dispose of garbage. You have to leave your house, and the next people it has to be clean, right? Mm-hmm. So Jonah came over to help me clean out my mother's house. He came over one day and helped me schlep a little bit. They remove the garbage. Garbage removal. Forget going to university. Just go to the garbage removal. I'm telling you, waste of time. I heard this. I'll wait for Josh to come back. I heard this. 100 junk. They're outrageously expensive. So I found a Lubavitcher for a quarter of the price. Same-ish guy. He shows up. He's schlepping everything. That's wonderful.
He takes everything away.
Takes everything away. Yeah. Legally, properly. Wait a minute. We'll see if he gets back.
Try to read the back leg. So
No, you see here, it has to click in, right? It has to click into the holes.
Yeah.
So it clicks into the holes and it stays.
There we go.
You have to
I just
turn
want to
the
get it
cover.
more centered.
So guys, you got a question.
Yeah.
So we talk a lot about Boneh and Maccabees together. Right, so
it appeared, if I were to tell you.
Every time that we do, every time we do Maccabees, it's just Boneh. Or every time we do Boneh, it's Maccabees.
I should swallow first. It appears Boneh is for houses. Maccabees is for kelim. Maccabees is the finishing of a kli. Once a kli is finished and you finish it more, you're not doing anything else.
To make it all, putting the final nail in the house is Maccabees.
No, because Maccabees appears to be a keli related malacha, not a house malacha. Right. Maccabees is that you finish again that because a house you never finish building a house.
This is a contemporary issue.
It's very good.
Because a lot of people say on Shabbos, like if you want to have a can of pop or whatever, you open up the can or you open up the bottle, then you're doing Boneh.
That is the topic. Right.
Yeshiva was a big problem because one Rosh Yeshiva, when it was his Shabbat, and his Shabbat, he would take a knife, and they have, in Israel they have the metal tops on the grape juice bottles. He would puncture the top and then open it.
Yeah.
And the other Rosh Yeshiva would just open it.
Where is he?
Yisote.
Okay. 2 Rosh Yeshiva?
Yeah.
Who's the 2 Rosh Yeshiva?
Rav Scott Kahn and Rav Licky.
Right. Well, Lily's from Toronto, you know.
Yeah.
What did he do?
I think he just opened it. I can't remember which one did which.
Okay. There you go. All right, well, should we wait? What do we do? Let's go on. I don't know. Because we actually have to move this card. It takes a little bit longer. So again, the question is, what exactly is each one transgressing? Like, why do you say 7 for this and 9 for that, 1 for that? Go down all the way to flip the page to here. See source 7? In that first line there, chite lefume, some type of where it's underlined. I want to show this. Umishum Boneh leka. You created this kli. There's no Boneh. Why not? Lo b'chavis, lo b'tanur, lo b'kavares. When you make these baskets, these ovens, these barrels, you never transgress the malach of Boneh. Never. You're doing other things to hit the 7 things, the 9 things. So the Gemara says that you did 7 things wrong. What they are, the Gemara doesn't say. You got to figure it out, right? What Rashi says, Ein binyan bekelim. There's no binyan bekelim. And therefore, you did nothing. You did 7 things that were wrong, but one of those 7 isn't Boneh. You did 11 things wrong, one of them wasn't Boneh. Okay, Rashi is crystal clear in his approach. Okay, that there's no binyan ustira bekelim, flat out, never unequivocal. Okay.
You still machal Shabbos.
Yeah, again, what did you do? You did bishul, and you did. He lists a whole bunch that you did. If you want, you can see the Rashi there. He lists what you did wrong, right? But at front, it doesn't matter what you did wrong. I care about what Boneh wasn't one of them. Okay. Because why? We hold like base Hillel. So then we're down to our fundamental question: what do we do with Rabbi? Okay. This leads to a machlokas in the Rishonim, which causes a lot of trouble. Okay? Because this machlokas Rishonim, they have to deal with Rav. How are they going to justify Rav's position? And based on how they resolve the Gemaras, will lead to halachic ramifications that will be very applicable in the modern era. Okay? I'm just trying to delay, wait for everyone to get back. We'll see.
It's also 22, so 20.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I hear it. Okay. Is it your? Oh, it was you? Okay, fine. At least there's a solution. That's important. Okay. So again, just to reiterate very quickly in 20 seconds, we see that Rashi holds very clearly ein binyan bekelim, absolutely not, unequivocal. So we're left with how do we justify Rav's opinion? How could he say what he said? We hold like Beis Hillel. How it's justified by the Rishonim will play out in halacha. Let's take a look. Okay, 1. Let's see if I can get to the bottom line. Okay, I want to show you again source number 9 very quickly in Rashi at the end. Look, v'chayav mishu in the middle there. Chayav chatas. Whatever he did, don't worry about it for now. He made some type of candlesticks. Hu tchila sov gamro. The nimsa osa kli. You made a kli. V'chayav mishu makeh b'patish. Since you made a kli, it's makeh b'patish. You finished the kli. Av lekol gomrei malacha. It's basically the sealing malacha. It's the end malacha. It's the end game. Velo mishum binyan, but not binyan. Why? The ein binyan bekelim. That is Rashi, and he's going to say this in about 7 different places. Ein binyan bekelim. Look at source 11. Ein iser binyan isdura bekelim. Ella bebatim. Only with houses. Okay. Okay. Rashi will be clear. So if that's true, how are we supposed to understand Rav? So let's plug this in. How are you supposed to understand Rav? How can Rav hold that putting the shovel together is Boneh? Where's the Boneh aspect of it? You're putting a shovel together.
It kind of makes sense. I mean, like, let's say, I don't know, you bought a new machine or a new shovel, and it comes in like different parts.
But again, if you're making a kli, why is it Boneh? It should be makeh b'patish. Why does Rav say Boneh?
Because his definition of kli is different than.
So maybe you could say he changed the definition of kli. Maybe he holds that is not a. What's a house? You know it's a house?
I don't know.
This is a bit of a problem. Gemara talking about, I made a mistake, by tracing is bed, putting a bed together, assembling a bed together. Is that Boneh? So again, Machlokas, Rashi would be clear, it's not Boneh, it's Makavatish, putting a bed together. Okay, that was one thing I wanted to point out.
Doesn't Makavati show like a final blow?
Yes, but it's only by a Kli. But that would make a big difference, because once it's done, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it again.
Right.
As long as I have a finished Kli, unless I do another Malacha, like I paint it, right? Or blast it or something, that'd be an issue. Okay. That's what's going to say, no. There's a way you can do Boneh by Kelim. How? How is that possible? Take a look at 12. Chavita v'tanur v'chalta. Perish Rashi. Mishum Boneh lo machayvo ela binyan v'kelim. V'ein nira. The dafka b'machzir mita menorash v'chuliot. The binyan v'kelim. He says, if you are putting back together a bed, or you're fixing your menorah, you want to pop it back together because it broke off. Yeah, that's fine. That is not Boneh. But, says Tosfot, Kisha Osa Legamre Kol HaKli. If you produce a Kli, the entire Kli on the Holy Sabbath, Mechayev Mishum Boneh.
So the distinction is based on Machir Patish is like the last part of a Kli versus the entire thing. So
if you do an entire thing, that's Boneh. Because it says, In Binyan Bekelim. But if I don't have a Kli, if I have nothing, and I create a new Kli, that's, for Tosfot, will be considered an Isra of Boneh. You follow? Because Tosfot has to hold like Beis Hillel. So what does he say? When you're creating a brand new Kli, that Beit Hillel is Modeh, you're Chai for Boneh. So, we have to figure out the shovel case, because how could Rav say you're Chai for Boneh? So it could be, we haven't figured that part out yet. But what Tosfot will try to navigate is the following: that if you're snapping it together, it's not like a full-fledged, brand new type of Kli, right? But if you're going to be you're screwing in all the parts for that first time, even Beit Hillel would agree that you are Chayav. The only exception might be if it's flimsy. If you're making a lousy Kli, that obviously, even from scratch, you would be Chayav for. Okay? So that's a big chiddush of Rabbi Tosfot, that creating a new Kli is Boneh, and Beit Hillel would say it's also to do. Point number 2. What about says what did I highlight it? In 13 Tosfot's going to say something also which is pretty amazing. The Shufta B'Kupina. Why is it that we build this shovel, Yochayev? Says Tosfot, you know why? Afak of the Kalim Yirmikelim. Omer Hari, Dahainu Dafka B'Chazarat Bate Trisin, or B'Nor Shecholiot. V'Binyan Gamur Mechayev B'Kelim. Says Tosfot, you know why the shovel Yochayev? Because you're building it from scratch. You build it from scratch, Chayev D'Oraisa. So that is how Abali and Tosfot are going to navigate through all these cases. To make a distinction, a brand new Kli, you create a new Kli on the Holy Sabbath, even Hillel says, you're Chayev for Boneh. Chayev for Boneh. What about if you create a lousy Kli, but you still create a Kli? It'll still be an Isser, the Rabbanan. You follow? According to, you follow? If it's not, it won't be Makka B'Patish, because I created a lousy Kli, that's nothing. Creating a good Kli is Doraisa. Creating a subpar Kli, it's the Rabbanan. That'll have major applications potentially for the modern era.
How does one define the difference between a good, subpar and a,
I'm not sure. Good question. Yeah. Maybe like if I build a Kli where like if I use it a couple times it would like fall apart again. Right? Subpar Kli.
Did we say that Boneh is never finished because you always add to it? So how you?
So now that has to so Tosfot has to retwig our definition. Tosfot is retwigging our definition that we thought was going to be, building. He's going to say that it's also a total creation of an entity is also Boneh. And Beit Hillel would agree to that. That's the He has to say that. Okay. Alright, fine, good. The Ramban is, again, I highlighted there, Haveleka osa kli mitchilato. Same idea. You make your kli from the beginning, says the Ramban. That's also considered boneh. Okay. I just have here in my notes. Now we're going to appreciate something. We'll finish in 10 minutes. So if there's some endpoint of some sort. What about if a kli that are new, but it's very easy to do? What about if making a kli doesn't require a lot of work? So according to Ramban, it's asr making a new kli. Tosfos is going to say if it doesn't require a sense of artisanship, doesn't require a sense of craftsmanship, he's actually going to say that you're not chayav for boneh because you didn't really make a kli. So it requires a sense of craftsmanship. So if you want to talk about a bottle cap for a second, creating a bottle cap wouldn't be if that's the issue, which I'm saying would if that's an issue, creating a bottle cap, you were talking about before, right? That might not be a problem for the Balei Tosfot. Why? Because it doesn't require craftsmanship at all, right? So, yet according to Ramban, it would be a problem because it's potentially maybe making a new claim. Okay, let's go to. Okay. Remember we started off. We talked about the Shulchan Aruch that they had this chavis that had this barrel that was a lousy. So a lousy kli in halacha is called the mustaki. Lousy runs nicely. Lousy kli is called the mustaki. Now you remember that. So if you have a mustaki, a lousy kli, it appears that you can't. Opening a mustaki is never a problem. Hear this? Meaning, if I shouldn't say opening a mustaki. If I smash open a mustaki, so I have a mustaki. Let's call this a mustaki. This is my barrel that was reconstituted, right? And I want to take out oil from here. What do we say we'd be allowed to do?
Smash a hole.
Put a knife inside.
No, a knife inside I could do in a real one before Shabbos, right? Remember, careful, that's like a cork, in and out, in and out. But if I have a mustaki right here, and I have content of wine, I'm allowed to smash this to remove all the wine. I can't make you have to understand why. We're going to get to it, I don't know today. I can't make a nice opening though. I can't plug like an opening to pour out of. I could totally smash it and use it, right? Right? So if I smash this and destroy, I'm allowed to destroy a mustaki on Shabbos. Fascinating, because now you understand why what some people do when they open up things, they destroy them. So if you create a mustaki, if you open a mustaki, then you're never going to have a problem. So if we take, let's say for now, again, there's lots of issues, but I'm going to focus on one issue, one at a time. A bag of potato chips, tuna fish can, Coke bottle, all these things. You call those things real good kalim?
No.
You don't reuse them. You chuck them. They have no value on the market, right? Maybe a recycling plant for a penny, 5 cents, right? Right? They don't. So therefore, all these items that we sell, that we have, are potentially all in the realm of mustakis. So if I smash open a mustaki, it's permissible. You follow? I want you to appreciate the rationale behind it. So because either Balei Tosfot or the Ramban or Rashi, others going to agree it would be okay to do. Because the moment I deal with a subpar kli, because remember, I can't do steer b'kelim, right? So if I have a real kli, I can't destroy it. I'm not allowed to destroy it. I'm not allowed to create. Even if it's only meaning destroying with the intent to rebuild is derisive, but destroying for the intent of destroying is still Rabbanan, so I can't do it. But if I destroy a mustaki, so I'm only dealing with the Rabbanan object, and all I'm doing is destroying it, so I'm not doing anything on Shabbos. Everyone follows up. I want to get to the logic behind. So that's the rationale behind. If I have a kli and I destroy my kli, I can remove the content. That's the idea of smashing a can of Coke. That's the idea of smashing tuna fish can. That's the idea of that's the svar behind all these things. Again, that is focusing on one issue, right? That is an assumption that the issue is an issue of a kli. We haven't dealt with a nice opening, a Pesach Yafeh. We haven't dealt with Coke cans. Maybe it's not even a problem of a kli. Maybe it's a problem of Korea. Right? Like tearing it. Right? I'm tearing it. I'm ripping it. Problem of Korea. Maybe that's the issue. Okay, but those issues we didn't get to at all. But for creating kli, which is our purpose, that's why. If we deal with mustikis, and that's what the Shulchan Aruch says. So the Shulchan Aruch began with, if you have a vessel that was reconstituted, smash it with content on Shabbos. Why? Because it doesn't matter if you hold a Rashi or the Ramban or the Bali Tosfot, because you're dealing with a subpar kli. A subpar kli you can always smash it. Okay? So that's the. Now let's just end here with this Mishabura in source 16. Aval binyan gamor v'stir gemura shayach kam b'kelim. But if I'm again, this is like potentially the Ramban and the Bali Tosfot, but total recreating. V'lachein dafka b'dibuk shavirat b'zefet echol l'shabra. And specifically then, if you are putting together, right? You can smash open something which is already like a lousy kli, right? Go back to our original case. In brackets, potentially only to Rabbanan. Even a small little jug, vessel. In Samech Tes, Tahane Chaviot Ktanot Shel Merchakachat, pharmacist. Asur lahasir hachashukim shekorin refer. Okay, kach masha besocha. You can't open them. These little, I guess they get like these little jugs from the medicine, right? Can't take what's inside of them. V'lo dami lachavi shemedu beketch for Rabbi Zefet. These are really good. These are really good claims. Okay, fine. So that's what I wanted to point out. Now we appreciate the original Shulchan Aruch much better. Okay. What we still need to understand is we have to evaluate what's if they're making a Petach Yafeh, a good opening. There's a Chiddush of the Chazon Ish, which puts a total spin on everything, a huge chumrah, which is a tin can is not a kli at all. By you opening it, you're creating a kli. It was nothing beforehand. It was a blob, not a kli. It was like a brick. It was a tin can. By you opening it, doesn't matter what you do, you're creating something useful because it's now holding your contents of your tuna fish. That's his chiddush, which is a huge chumrah.
Still holding it a second
what?
ago.
Meaning, what he's trying to say is that before you had, it wasn't like you're working with a subpar kli. Mm-hmm. That was my assumption. He's saying you're working with nothing, and therefore, by the very fact that you're trying to open it, you're creating a kli. That's what he says.
You could say the same thing with obviously a soda bottle, just in that you were making a kli out of the cap.
Okay, but right, you could, right. You could perhaps argue
The
that.
bottle itself, it's only holding the contents once you open it.
I don't understand.
Right, but it's more so by